Gonna clap my hands to sync the audio. At the end of 2024, NVIDIA's GPU market share hit 90%. Despite AMD's continuous strides with their Radeon GPUs in the last decade, their once 44.5% hold in the industry 15 years ago is now only 10%. Even though many of us PC builders are aware of the value that comes from Team Red's graphics cards, the fact is irrefutable. Everybody wants an NVIDIA RTX gaming PC, but that comes at a premium. NVIDIA cards are always more expensive than their rival counterparts, and right now the flagship 5090 is going for almost $5,000 online with no stock in sight. The question for this video is, can we build an NVIDIA RTX gaming PC that can play games at 1440p and still look good for a price lower than the cheapest RTX 5000 series card? The answer is yes, and it's easier than you think. I started off by finding this random skinny white dude on the street to build this PC in exchange for Chinese food. This is Spencer, my manual labor for this video. Everyone tell Spencer nice shirt in the comments. Nice shirt, Spencer. The CPU we're locking into this build is the Ryzen 7 3700X. Are you showing them?
Yeah.
Don't be in frame at all. Once one of AMD's fastest processors, the 3700X is now over 5 years old. Even though it's 3 generations behind, its 8 cores and turbo clock of 4.4 GHz is still relevant today. I was able to get this Ryzen 7 with a B450 motherboard from AliExpress for $110. I just realized this is not the right motherboard.
Oh my.
One of the impressive aspects of this 3700X is that it's able to deliver its performance at a TDP of only 65 watts, which means not only is it power efficient, but it will run pretty cool.
Okay, cut. Yes.
I don't know. Oh, you just touched the thermal base! There's thermal base! This $17 white tower cooler from ID Cooling will be plenty for this build, and its 120mm RGB fan will match the aesthetics we're aiming for. RAM prices are at a historic low. I couldn't pass off 32GB for $45, locked at 3200 MHz. Coming in at the same price is a 1TB NVMe SSD from Silicon Power, one of the cheapest but still reliable Gen 3 drives on the market right now. All of this will be enclosed in the incredibly clean white fish tank style case from GameMax that I got off Newegg brand new, also for $45. It didn't come with any fans, so I threw in a 3-pack of Thermalright's Infinity Mirror RGB fans. Powering all of this is a $45 600-watt Thermaltake Smart power supply. I initially had planned this build with a 650-watt 80+ Gold Sigotep power supply, which is only $50 on Amazon and making waves in the budget gaming PC space, but I had this unit on hand already. And finally, the star of the show, our NVIDIA RTX 3060 Ti. With how expensive current gen NVIDIA cards are, the natural solution is to turn to older hardware. According to Tech Power Up, the previous generation 4060 Ti is only 10% faster than the 2-generation old 3060 Ti, at nearly double the price on the used market, while the 4060 non-Ti fails to compete at all with this card. I was able to snag 2 of these palette models off eBay for $200 each, so I decided to use one for this build. Three, two, one. And with that, this gaming PC comes out to just a bit above $500, and it looks better than any girl I'll ever be able to bag, if at all. But let's see what kind of performance we're going to get from our $500. So I couldn't get my capture card to work properly, and the footage looks like this, which is why you get to enjoy a camera being pointed at my screen. Starting us off in the Esports category is CS2 on all max settings at 1440p. The FPS ranged from about 190 to 220, and we were able to maintain an average of about 200. At 1080p or with some setting tweaks, this PC is definitely capable of delivering a 240Hz experience for CS2. Next up is Fortnite at Pro settings. There is a wider range in FPS of about 170 to 230, likely due to the constantly changing environment around the player. We pulled a similar average of about 190 FPS, and yes, I'm hiding under the stairs because I got scared of this player who had 2 RPGs, but then I eliminated him anyway. I booted up GTA 5 next, also at 1440p with max settings and FXAA on, and I saw the FPS capping out at 188. I looked online and it looks like GTA has a cap at 188. If you know how to fix this, please let me know in the comments. But anyway, we were steadily hitting 188, which shows that this system definitely could push higher without the cap. There was a moment in the gameplay where it would stutter when I peeked past a wall, but other than that, the experience was very enjoyable. For this build, I wanted to test out a AAA game because this PC should definitely be able to push out some good numbers with these specs. I wanted to benchmark the new Spider-Man 2 that just came out on PC. It's a game I've been wanting to play for a while, but for $60 I just couldn't justify it. Please subscribe so I can afford to play Spider-Man 2. I was thoroughly impressed though by this PC's capabilities. We were running at max settings at 1440p with DLSS and it was a very smooth experience, averaging out at 150 FPS. I saw no latency at all using DLSS and the game looked and played amazingly. So I forgot to record an outro for this video and I have to wake up tomorrow at 7 o'clock for my lecture, so that's gonna be it for the video. The PC is awesome. It can play games and stuff. This is my second video on this channel, so if you enjoyed this one, please watch the other one. Okay, I'm going to bed now. Bye bye.